Custom GPTs and projects are two of ChatGPT's most powerful features, but most people miss their full potential. In this video, I will show you exactly why you need both, when to use which, and how to exploit each to get maximum value from ChatGPT. To make it real and useful, I will use a concrete example, my personal AI growth engine, the most powerful AI system I use daily to run my business. It's the same AI assistant my CCGG members love and build for themselves, and I will show you why I built it both as a custom GPT and as a project. You will walk away with total clarity on when to use projects, when to use custom GPTs, how to get better results faster with less guesswork and more output. I will help you master these two game-changing ChatGPT modes, custom GPTs and ChatGPT projects. Let's go. First and foremost, let's cover the specific example we'll use in this video, the AI growth engine. It's a framework that uses 7 knowledge files that gives every information about the business, my offer, my target avatar, my positioning, the different funnel I'm using, my value ladder, etc., as well as some strategic information. It's a very successful framework that I use daily and that my CCJG members, the members of my online community, are using daily as well. And it's really easy to implement. Like it's basically copy pasting. So what is the AI growth engine and why you need it? The AI growth engine is the central AI command system, not a tool. It's a full stack syncing framework powered by ChatGPT. It's a context-aware AI brain for your business built on the core DNA of your strategy, your audience, your offers, your messaging, your positioning, objections that people have against your offers, and proof, also testimonials. And this is a framework I teach here in this workshop here, AI growth engine. It comes with the 7 templates for the knowledge base and a custom instruction for the project, as well as a workshop explaining everything about it. Very simple. And really, I use it daily. And so I've built this for myself, of course, because everything I share in my communities are things I'm using on a daily basis and I find valuable. And so that's my CCGG AI growth engine as a ChatGPT project here with the project files, the instructions here, and you can see I'm using it a lot. And there is also a custom GPTs that has the very same structure, very same system prompt, very same custom knowledge base, same files, everything really pretty much the same, but it's a custom GPT, not a project. So what I usually do with this AI growth engine, this framework, and what you can do as well if you have yours, you can make faster, sharper business decision with complete alignment with what your business is, the core elements of your business. You can, of course, generate emails, sales page posts, content, workflows, etc., with the context of your brand, your positioning, your offer, your company, your business. You can instantly produce accurate inputs for other GPTs, and that's a very valuable feature here. If you're working with AI-powered systems or with custom GPTs or AI assistants, you need very accurate inputs, and so the AI growth engine help you create these inputs for your AI-powered systems. You can also use it to challenge ideas against your actual business roadmap before wasting time on useless projects, useless tasks or works you want to do inside your business that are not aligned with your business. It keeps all execution focused on one growth vehicle and one strategic path, which is the one of your business. You can plug the AI growth engine into any AI workflow for content, to lead gen, to automation with zero guesswork and perfect alignment with your strategic options inside your business. So what makes it so effective? It's very effective because it combines strategy files, ideal customer profile, and segmented avatars, offers and funnels, unique selling proposition, personal brand voice, and attractive character, which is you, your vision, your story, what makes you unique, what makes you also different from competitors, and also a full set of limiting beliefs from your market, from your target avatars, as well as the way to handle this limiting belief and shift them, and also testimonials, social proof that you have acquired inside your business. Okay, tactical testimonials. And once it's loaded inside a GPT project with the right custom instruction or inside a custom GPT with the right system prompt, you have a solid knowledge base that gives all the necessary information about your business so that you can work on a daily basis in a very effective manner with these 2 tools. Okay, 1 framework, 2 modes, projects, custom GPTs. So now let's cover the core topic of this video, which is difference between custom GPTs and projects. Okay, so first and foremost, you can see they are built quite similar, just the interface is changing. So that's a project. So you can see the name of the project. You have project files, which works as a knowledge base, and you have instructions which works as a system prompt. Okay, in the custom GPTs, you have exactly the same here in the custom GPT. If I edit the GPTs, you can see we have also the same instructions, which is here in the project, here in the custom GPTs, and the knowledge base, which is there, which are these files. Okay. Now, this being said, you have a bunch of other slight differences here. For instance, in the project, you have all the chat session I've worked on with the project using the project files and the instructions. I don't have this in the custom GPTs. I have also access to a bunch of tools, agent mode, the new one by ChatGPT, OpenAI, deep research, create image, web search, etc. In a custom GPT, it's a bit different, but even if there are similarities. I don't have access to all the chat session of my custom GPTs, but I have capabilities which are similar to tools, web search, canvas, for image generation, card interpreter, data analysis, and I can also plug tools. Okay, I will stop there. I don't want to go into much details, but just to show you similarities, system prompt, custom instruction, and knowledge files. Both are using the same. So that's the core elements of the both modes. Now we will see the differences, the advantages, and the limitation of both. Let's go. Now, why use projects? Why should I use, for instance, my AI growth engine as a project? First and foremost, I like it because it's a structure like a folder, which means it's a central hub, and I can have all my related chat session in one place. Here, okay? You can see here, I have all my chat sessions. All the work I do on my business using my AI growth engine project, they are here. I can find them quickly. I can edit them. I can change the name. Or I can archive them. It's very useful to organize the different tasks you're working on, or the different sub projects you're working on inside your business in a way that is more manageable. So it's easy to find past conversation on offer content, etc. Especially if you name your chat session properly. Okay, custom GPT Q&A summary, for instance. Okay, it's very obvious what it is. It's easy to find. Now you have deep research available, which is not available in GPTs. And deep research can be very useful if you're working on a heavy topic, or you want to make some research about competition and so on. You can use deep research or trends and so on. And so that's very useful. It's available in projects. It's not available in custom. I would say it's also ideal for long-term and recurring work stream. By that, I mean, if you're working on a project, for instance, if you're working on a project related to a launch of a new offer, you can have your chat session working on the launch, and you can update it, and you can work on it with the past information you created in this chat all over the launch, and maybe after if you want to launch again. So it's really well to have persistent context that is easy to find inside here, the chat folder. Okay. And I really use project when I don't need to share this with somebody else. It's easier for me to be organized and stay organized. Limitation of project, you cannot call GPTs within a project chat. So you cannot work with a team of custom GPTs inside a project chat, for the moment at least. And that's a big limitation. Okay, so each time I want to work on a specific workflow that involves several custom GPTs that will work as a team all along the workflow, I won't use my AI growth engine as a project. I will use the AI growth engine as a custom GPT. You have no access to actions, no API connections so far, but when OpenAI roll out connectors, you will have access to tools here using agent mode. And when you use agent modes, it's brand new. You can choose the sources here. And so you can connect more sources. And so here, potentially you can have access to tools. Not sure how it will be organized and how it will work because it's not there yet, but you can see all the elements are there. So maybe in the near future with project, we will be able to use some sort of tool. Question I ask myself is, will it be only tools for researching information, or can it be tools to execute stuff or to store data externally? We'll see. For the moment, if you want to use external tools that do stuff, or external tools that store data and process data outside ChatGPT, better to use Custom GPT. And other problem with projects, it's for the moment, as far as I know, you cannot share them. Okay, if I check that, yeah, you can rename the project, but you cannot share a project. Only me in my account have access to the project. I have a team account. I have just a pro account, not just, that's the best account you can get, best subscription you can get. But hey, maybe if you have a team, you can share with team members. Not sure. I haven't tried that. But as a pro user, as a plus user, you cannot. So that's the limitation. Example of a use case where we use a project, my AI growth engine as a project. So let's go to my AI growth engine. So this is this project here. So this is my AI growth engine. This is a project, and you can see many chat sessions. So in this use case, I want to create a meeting minutes from a call I had with one member of CCGG, of one of my customers, basically. So I can look for calls, strategic onboarding calls meeting minutes. So here is a folder in my AI growth engine project in which I do all my meeting minutes so that I can the context of my business thanks to the project, but I also have my preferences in terms of how I want my meeting minutes structured because I did it previously with other members, other calls I have. So very useful so I need to take the transcript. Here is the transcript. I give very concise indication here. Let's do the meeting for Hamed this time. Concise, accurate, value-driven, and actionable. I don't want to give that Hamed prioritize clarity about what is best for him and to do immediately. Okay. So very simple prompt here. And I give additional guidance. I remember some key points I wanted to address, and I want the meeting minutes to focus on this. And then I just give the transcript, and that's it. We're good to go. I have my clean meeting minutes with the name, current goal situation, immediate priorities action plan with different steps, mentioning resources available in CCGG community, and then some questions Hamed asked during the meeting, and I summarized the answer I gave about knowledge for GPTs and how to turn books into knowledge for GPTs, and also reminder of tools that are useful, directly useful for the current situation of Hamed, and important recommendation, and finally, quick checklist about what he should do and focus now. And that's it. And the tone is concise, the way I like. And that's it. And here using a project is really relevant because the project knows everything about my business, the available resources, and can on the fly recommend inside the meeting minutes specific tools that the customer can use. And it's also good to have one chat session dedicated to meeting minutes because, hey, it's well organized first, and then I can leverage the context of previous meeting minutes I did in terms of style, tone, structure, and I can just duplicate that instantly. So super powerful. So why would I use a custom GPT? What are the advantages? First and foremost, I can call other GPTs inside one shot. For instance, if I'm working with, I don't know, let's open another chat session. For instance, okay, this one. So that's a custom GPT. I've been working on some stuff with it. Now, if I need to call my AI growth engine, I can just call it here. Okay, I can have access here. I can call it here. Now you can see I'm working with it inside this other custom GPT chat session, which means I can use the power of my AI growth engine, everything it knows about my business, to go on the work I'm currently doing with this other GPT, Darren Viner Clone GPT. Okay, I will demo that in a real concrete use case in a few minutes. Other advantage, I can equip with actions. I can put actions inside my custom GPTs. Okay, so if I want to give these GPTs access to Notion or to external tools, I can plug this using actions. Once again, remember, actions are here. I haven't put any action currently, but I could, if I wanted, I could just import a schema here. Another cool stuff with custom GPTs, you can share with anybody. Okay, if I want to share it, I just copy the link here, give the link to somebody else, and it can use my AI growth engine if I want to share it. I can have also access to core interpreter and data analysis, which help me to process code and data in a more relevant way, more reliable manner. To be honest, I'm not using that much this feature, but this is something that is accessible in custom GPTs. And in the future, when connectors is fully unveiled, I expect to have access to more apps, not just Google and GitHub and Microsoft OneDrive, but some other apps when connector is fully released. It's not yet. Connectors, this stuff here, it's brand new. And basically, in the near future, when it's rolled out in Europe, because I'm in Europe, so I don't have access yet, when it's fully roll out in Europe, I will be able to put basically any external API using an MCP server here, which should give access to my custom GPTs to this MCP server. Hopefully. It's not sure yet. We'll see. Okay, so these are the advantages of custom GPTs. The biggest one is this one. Access, being able to chain GPTs inside one chat session to benefit from a one unique context windows using the capabilities of the different GPTs. That's super powerful. Of course, action is really cool as well, and shareability. These are the three main. Now, limitation with GPTs, you don't have to this date, you don't have deep research tools in custom GPTs compared to projects. Deep research, it's the deep research and agent. Now it's agent mode as well. These are available in project, and it allows ChatGPT to make a deeper research on the web and on any external source you plug in if you're using the agent mode. And so that's super powerful if you want to create a context, getting information from the web and other sources, and then make AI work on that. You cannot do this with custom GPT for the moment, at least. And of course, the limitation of GPTs is, hey, you work with your custom GPTs on the chat session, and then it's there. Okay, it's stored there, and it's pretty much like it's hard to find. Okay, of course you can search chat and find it again, but it's not super helpful to organize your chat session in a relevant manner. Okay, that's another limitation you should have in mind. Now, let me show you an example of a use case where I will use my AI growth engine, so same framework, but as a custom GPT instead of a project. So in this use case, we will use my AI growth engine as a custom GPT to craft a front-end offer for my main program, which is my online community CCGG. Okay, so what I will do, I will call the first AI assistant, which is specialized in offers. This one, and I will ask it to create a new front-end offer for my CCGG community. So it's requesting inputs: target avatar, main offer, fulfillment constraint, delivery preference. So of course I could fill these variables myself by hand, but it will take time, can be boring. So that's when I will use my AI growth engine custom GPT to fill the inputs from. So here I remove this one and call my CCGG AI Assistant V3 2024. So I will just ask it to fill the variable, and now it's filling the target avatar deep dive with all relevant information, give information about my main offer, and give some fulfillment constraint that I can adjust in some example of ideal format. And so now I have my input variable, so I can go back with my AI assistant specialized in offer creation and say proceed. That's it. And now it will create my front-end offer. Create 7 days of AI powered AI converting content in just 5 days. And these are the component, some bonuses, some scarcity urgency, and justification why the offer is good. And that's it. So here I could use my AI growth engine system as a custom GPT that I can call inside a chat session I'm doing with another custom GPTs. And that's when I can use a team of custom GPTs, calling them when I need them to do some work. And I can leverage my AI growth engine that knows everything about my business inside these T GPTs. And that's one strong reason to use custom GPTs, to be able to work with a team of GPTs. How I use both my different workflows. I use project when I need to do deep work and I need organization. I need to findable chats, long-term chats that I may use along the long range, and I need structure. I need to be able to find my chats. I will use GPTs, custom GPT, when I need execution and integration. Plug and play assistant that can work all together. When I need also to share my assistant with, for instance, my community member in my CCGG community. And of course, if I need to prototype faster, I can just create fast GPTs, test them, refine them. That's very convenient as well. Okay. And keep in mind, projects, GPTs, the core components are exactly the same. System prompt, knowledge file. It's just that you benefit from different feature, different interface. And so here I prepared for you a project versus custom GPT decision checklist. And basically there are 6 key questions you can ask yourself to understand what's the best options for a given project, a given work you want to do. First question, is this a long-term recurring initiative that you will revisit often? If yes is the answer, use a project. Will I need to organize multiple chats and documents under one topic? If answer is yes, use a project. Do I need easy access to past work and conversations for reference and maybe leverage the context of past conversation? Answer yes, use a project. Now, will this assistant be used by others, my team, clients, suppliers? If answer is yes, use a custom GPT. Does this task require calling or integrating with other GPTs, working with team of GPTs, or eventually other tools? Use custom GPTs, because with custom GPTs, through actions and connectors, when they are available, you will be able to call other application, other tools. By the way, should be also available for project. We'll see when they roll out the feature, the connectors feature in Europe. Is this a repeatable task or utility I will run multiple times? If these are tasks that are repeatable, but it's always different, like for instance, content creation is a repeatable task, but each time I'm creating a new content, it's the new content. It has nothing to do with the previous content I've created. So if In this context, if the answer is yes, use a custom GPT. For instance, if I create content, I have platform GPTs like LinkedIn GPT, Instagram GPT, Twitter GPT. If I'm crafting offer, I have an offer creation GPT. If I'm crafting a lead magnet, I have a lead magnet crafter GPT. Why? Because in these workflows, when I'm creating content, creating offer, creating lead magnet, creating email sequence, most of the time I need to give specific inputs, and this is when I can leverage other custom GPTs that knows everything about the inputs. For instance, my AI growth engine. Or I need to do additional steps. For instance, I don't know, image creation, and I can call a custom GPTs that know to craft prompt for image generation, for instance. Definitely being able to use both GPTs and project gives you maximum leverage with ChatGPT. Okay, you use GPT for ops operations and you use project for strategy and organize your work. I think that GPTs and also most likely project will become way more powerful when connectors is available, because with connectors, you are able to connect external app. For the moment, Google Drive, Gmail, etc. GitHub, for instance, you can connect and have access, and your GPT can have access to this, your project as well. And with MCP, we'll be able to use other MCP server, which makes it really easy to connect our GPTs and our project to external tools. Way easier, I think, than the current solution that works only for GPT, which is Actions, which require you to create a schema or to copy schema outside providers. I think it's a connector it's huge. It will be huge for GPTs and projects as well, because I think it will be available for both. And definitely anyone who is building AI system for their business should use both, for sure.